I sometimes find myself wondering what Cole Porter would have done with the other parts of The Taming of the Shrew if Kiss Me, Kate were simply an adaptation of Shakespeare's play instead of a mixture of Shakespeare and a modern plot. I'm sure the results would have been wonderful, but not wunderbar. I wouldn't trade this classic song or any of the other brilliant numbers in Kiss Me, Kate for a more faithful adaptation of Shakespeare, and I wouldn't want to lose the way Shakespeare's plot is mirrored in the book for Kiss Me, Kate, written by Samuel and Bella Spivak. They created their own pair of feuding lovers, Fred Graham and Lilli Vanessi. Fred is the producer, director, and star of a musical version of The Taming of the Shrew that is just about to open. Fred's ex-wife Lilli is playing Kate, so the conflict and chemistry are just as strong between the couple in this production as they are between the couple in the Shakespeare play. Just as Fred and Lilli seem likely to reconcile, she is incensed by the card on a bouquet of flowers sent by Fred to his current flame, but delivered mistakenly to Lilli. To keep her from walking out, Fred enlists some help from an unlikely source. A couple of gangsters have come to the theater to collect on an IOU for a $10,000 gambling debt on which Fred's name has been forged. Fred convinces the enforcers that the only way to guarantee the debt will be paid is to make sure Lilli stays put. The gangsters have two of the most memorable parts in the show and one of the most enjoyable numbers, Brush Up Your Shakespeare, which is a gaggle of groan-worthy puns on Shakespearean titles. The colorful gunmen are almost always a highlight of Kiss Me, Kate, and so they are in the performances by Jerry Hillen and John Jouse in the current production by Family Musical Theater. The production has some low points too, but on the whole I enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed Dennis Fulwarsny as Fred Graham and Carrie Preissmeyer as Lilli Vanessi. He leaves no doubt about the depths of Fred's appeal and the breadth of his ego. She gives Lilli the bearing and the temperament of a star. They're delightful in their solos, and their voices go together beautifully, even when their characters are at loggerheads. The juvenile leads are Cole Gutman as Bill Calhoun and Sarah Ray Womack as Lois Lane. Yes, Lois Lane really is the character's name. I guess Superman comics were not on Cole Porter's radar. Gutman and Womack are fine dancers and singers. The famous numbers that open both acts are very impressive thanks to a versatile, talented chorus. Larry loves enlivening choreography and the solos by the Joneses, Lindsey Jones in Another Openin' Another Show, and Omega Jones in Too Darn Hot. I have reservations about the orchestral playing, the set, and a few numbers that did not quite come together, but I liked Kevin J. Jones' direction and costumes, John Jouse's lighting, Larry Joe's sound, and Eric Michaelis' sound effects. Kiss Me, Kate is always a treat.
It's always a treat to hear music by Cole Porter, and it's a very clever script as well.
It is, and let's hear some of that music.